Hi, Patty. How's it going, you guys? This morning has felt like very chaotic today, so I am very, very much looking forward to sitting with you guys today and hopefully taking some breaths and slowing the day down a little bit. It hasn't been nothing bad, but just busy and watching the clock all day, and I've come to realize how much I enjoy a day where I don't have to do that. Oh yes, it's Thanksgiving today. I forgot it's Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to all our US friends. And Mom Sue says happy Thanksgiving as well. Hi, Lay. Hi, Kiati. Hi, Shell. You're what?
I'm going to go overdose on zucchini.
Okay, enjoy. Hi, Cara. How is everybody? I'm doing good, Kiati. Thank you for asking. You're at your brother's house and you're about to eat. Have a great dinner, Tina. I hope it's so nice and filling. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lorna. Miss Audrey's doing good. Let me see if I can find her for you, Kiati, and give you a little fix. Oh, I got to get my phone out of its holder here. Bear with me 1 second. Where did she go? She was out here. There she is. In the mess. Hi, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. Oh, and down she goes. You good girl? Good girl. I know, so sleepy. She loves the tissue paper. Good girl. All right. Let's go back in. Yay, that sounds wonderful, Patty. Lovely. A painting day for you too. Love it. I haven't had anything to eat yet today. So Oreos are gonna fuel me for this afternoon. I don't have anything tonight, so I'm gonna make up for it later with a nice, great big meal. All right, let me catch up on comments here. Sit and watch Network Shell, very nice. Today, we've got some ornaments to varnish. I've got to varnish the backs of these snowflake ornaments. So we're gonna do that. And then I think I'm gonna get started on some new ornaments, but I do have to tidy up a little bit because this is claustrophobic right now. I'm gonna grab one of the ornament designs that I've been working on, and I'm gonna do another color combo. I've done a bunch of rainbow ones. I've got 30 rainbow ornaments, and I've got 15 red, green, white, and gold. So I think today I'm gonna try and see if between today and tomorrow, the lives, I can get another 15 ornaments almost done to take with me on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So that's what we're going to work on today. What are you guys working on today? Lots of love to you too, Kiati. Lovely. Not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm going to take a couple minutes and I'm just going to kind of putter here. Oh, thank you, Patty, for reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Lorna? How was your day? Have you had your rescheduled infusion? I hope that everything's all right. All right, so I need some more fruit punch in my water. That over there, and then I'm going to try and kind of just clear up some of this stuff, even if it's just stacking it in a different corner, because I've got so much crap here. So let's see. That will stay over there. These will go over here. Oh, you got your Devon Dotting order today. About to clear the table and do a pour. Oh, that's exciting. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see how they turn out. That's going to be so fun. I've been starting to get the itch to do some pouring again, and I'm going to resist the urge for a while because I've got so much other stuff to take care of and to clear space for it. But I'm working towards the goal of being able to afford a small storage locker where Kathy and I have a storage locker together that I can work out of, and I can set up my pouring stuff there. That would be absolutely ideal because I've got a lot of molds that I really want to use and I haven't done anything with them yet. So it would be fun to get back and do that. So I'm going to live vicariously through Lay for now. All right, let me just move some of this stuff around. I just have to clear some space. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh. The chaos builds up so quickly sometimes. I know you guys know what that's like. Hi, Lynn. Happy Thanksgiving. 20 centimeter bowl, dog paw stones, small egg, and a paint palette. Nice. These keychains that I have here are ones that I did a long, long time ago that I just haven't done the resin on yet. And then I've got a couple others over here that, this one has some imperfections and some smudges on some of the dots. So maybe I'll go back to that. See all the black marks on those dots? So there's a couple other ones that I've done that, or started to do. I might even use this design to do an ornament design. Let's do a new ornament design. Why the hell not? But I've got a lot of garbage here. Oh no, what did I just drop? Oh, it was a bottle of paint. Thank goodness that didn't explode. Whew. So there's lots and lots of stuff sitting around today that I don't know exactly what I'm going to use today, but we will get organized a little bit and come up with something. I'm definitely going to use white. I'm going to use silver, and I'm going to use a blue. I just don't know which blue to use yet. So I'll figure that out as well. Get your guys' opinions on that for me. I don't need my gloss medium out, so it can go up on the shelf. My matte medium I might need, so I'll keep that there. And let's just push all this stuff out of the way for now. Oops. How about I zoom out so you don't have to just stare at my Oreos? That would be kind of nice. Oh, I'm tired. I just got hit with a wave of it. Yeah, we want to see when you're done pouring, Lay, for sure. On your PC now, Shell? Hard watching on your phone? Yeah. Thanks, Kiati. Yeah, it's pretty. I'd like to do it again one day and do the same design because they were pretty ones. There were a bunch of keychains that I just never got back around to finishing. So I have finished some of them, and I'm doing a market on Saturday. So they are in mystery packs, the ones that I've gotten finished. So somebody will be buying some ornament or some mystery packs and getting a keychain, which would be kind of cool. All right, let's keep moving paint out of the way here. So much crap on my table. All right, don't know if I'll need that. I signed all my ornaments and got them all varnished, so that's done, which feels really, really nice. So now it's just working on bonus stuff. And I got my email today from the virtual market that I'm doing, so I'm going to be able to get all of those deliverables ready. So we'll see how it's going here. We'll see. All right, let me scroll back and keep catching up here. Yes, had it. She had a hard time giving the IV. It took her 5 times before she was successful. Oh, that's tiring. But you're okay? I'm glad. You're trying to watch on your phone, Tina. Does it feel weird? Must feel weird. I'll keep that one out. This can go away. I have a bin sitting on the floor right now, and I'm just throwing everything that doesn't need to be out is going in the bin. So it's not, I'm going to keep that out because I am intrigued about maybe doing that. All right, so stencil can stay out over here. Got a bag of extra ribbon that can go over here. This is a keychain I did a while ago, and I've only got the one left, so I'm not selling it or taking it with me because I want to replicate this one. This is one of my favorite ones that I ever did. I really, really liked this one. So that one is staying here with me. Those are dirty compass set cloths that don't need to be here. They can go on the pile. That can go on the pile. That can go in the garbage. This can go over in the ruler box. And yes, I have a whole box just full of rulers. What's for dinner tonight, Lynn? What is your Thanksgiving dinner? Do you guys do turkey? Do you do ham? What do you work on? What do you eat, I mean? Lay did a 4-hour live yesterday. Wanted to sign off after about 3, but they wouldn't let me. Totally your fault because you're not live on Wednesdays. I'm so sorry. Hi, Gabrielle. Don't mind staring at Oreos, Lynn? Perfect, right? There's worse things to stare at, eh? Oreos aren't too bad. Could be worse. I'm a big fan of Oreos, but I do not recommend eating too many of them because I know what they do to your body when you eat too many. Hopefully we'll see you later, Tina. Have a great meal and a great visit with your family. Hi, Cindy. Might be back, but I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving Day dinner and eggnog with a little spice. Atta girl. Do it up. Enjoy. It is so happy looking, isn't it, Lynn? I love it too. It's definitely one I want to replicate for sure. I might even try and replicate it on an ornament one of these days. That might be kind of cool too. All right, let's move the candle over here. So I have these 5 ornaments that just need varnish on the back. So we will get those done. Now the problem is that I need to find somewhere to put them while they're drying. So I might be making trips back and forth out to the other room. I found some ornaments that I had that were all ready, and thank goodness I hadn't varnished them yet because they still had the guide dots on them. So thankfully I caught that before varnishing and got that taken care of. I still have a couple keychains that I need to repair. I thought about doing those today too, but to be honest with you, I didn't want to dig out the UV resin again. Really didn't feel like it. So, ornaments it is. But I remembered to clean my brushes. So, you know, there's pluses. There's pluses. Scrolling back. Poached salmon and wine reduction sauce. Ooh, fancy schmancy, Lynn. That sounds good. That sounds nice. Would have gone live with Lay, but was done after a long work day. It does. It takes a lot of energy. Definitely takes a lot of energy. Work botch Indian food for lunch. Very nice. Hi, Debbie. That's awesome. Car, are you working on your crocheting today? How's it going? All right, so all of these are varnished on the fronts. So yeah, I just need to do the backs. And I think I need to try and do the sides too. So that means I need to, like I said, I need to find somewhere to put them. But maybe I'll just do them one at a time and I'll move them out to the table out in the living room. That might be the best way to go. I think. Oh, I still have to pick up the paint off the floor that I dropped. That's done. Well, there we go. That looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit better. It's coming along good. Probably work on it later today. Very nice. That's awesome, Cara. What did you work on during the live yesterday, Lay? do still need my varnish. Ooh. Gloss, medium, and varnish. There we go. Okay. By the way, 50 feels a lot like 49, just a heads up. I don't even remember I asked what did you work on during your live? I forgot what I asked. There's that. You mean 30, right? Oh, nice. I will definitely take a look later. Perfect. All right. Let's get some varnish. Let's get these the hell finished. 29 with experience. I had a harder time with 30. 40 was great. I'm looking forward to 50. When was your birthday, Cindy? What, did we miss it? We didn't miss it. Or my memory is not letting me remember. Also a realistic possibility. It was yesterday, Cindy. I'm so sorry. Happy belated birthday. Extra spice in your eggnog to celebrate then. You made it. You did it. You made it to level 50. Onward and upward. And many more years to come. And many, many, many more years here with us, too. Did you do anything to celebrate? Well, I guess you worked too, eh? Did anybody get you a cake or anything? Go enjoy that food. Enjoy, enjoy. I figured a lot of people will be in and out today with the holiday. I'm just excited to see as many of you as are here. And I say that, then we're also realizing that I forgot it was today. But I think when I thought about Thanksgiving, I always kind of knew that people would be in and out. I think I just forgot it was today. The fact that I still remember what day of the week it is sometimes seems like a big feat. How's school going, Lay? Still early there, Debbie? Excellent. Are you getting together with family, Debbie, or everyone coming to you? Oh, there's a hair. And it's not an Audrey hair, so I can't leave it. There we go. If it was an Audrey hair, I'd leave it. But when it's not an Audrey hair, it doesn't seem right. Varnishing these inner edges of this are one of the reasons why I don't think I'll do any more of these snowflakes again, because what a pain in the ass. It's so easy to get caught up in something that we see and not go to what the final steps are going to be. That's what I did with this. I certainly didn't think one little bit when I bought all these snowflakes. I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to varnish these one day. Because I think if I had realized or paid attention to that, I don't think I would have bought them. They're cute though. What are you having for dinner tonight, Debbie? Going okay. Some school days have been moved to January, so still at least 2 more months. Speaking of school, I start college classes in January. Cool, Shell. Congratulations. That's huge. Kids are scattered today with the in-laws. That's nice that there's a community one, though. That's really cool. Another reason to be envious of where Debbie's living. It's so cool to be in a community like that. That's nice. Oops, I need more. Can you hear the wind outside? We are supposed to be getting snow squalls today. And Patty, are you getting a bunch of snow today? Not sure if it's mostly west of Toronto that's getting it and north. We're supposed to get a little bit. We're supposed to get between 10 and 15 centimeters, I think, today. But for now and all night, it's just been really windy. Like the windows have just been rattling. And I'm one of those people that still has my windows open a lot. So I have to be strategic of where my windows are open so that it doesn't create too much of a wind tunnel. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass. For me, I think it's a pain in the ass. Everyone's gonna like different parts of it, right? But thanks for coming and hanging out with me today, you guys. Always takes me a little bit of time to settle back in after having the couple days off, because I forget that it's the end of other people's weeks and it's the beginning of mine. So today is my Monday. It always throws me for a little bit. is yesterday. The office provides turkeys and the rest is potluck. That's really cool. Another dark, gloomy day. That's one of the worst parts about it, eh? Is when it's just so dreary. So dreary. Makes it hard to be motivated to do much, that's for sure. Such a hard time of the year. Depressing. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. So sorry. Whew, that was a big one. All right. 3 down, 2 to go. Here we go. No, yeah, that was the wind. Isn't that crazy? I'm glad too, Cara, and I'm glad you're here. You had some snow? Yeah. Did it stick to the ground at all? We had some with some pretty blustery winds. Looked like it was coming in sideways for a little bit. But then we've had sun today. Now it's gray again. Mother Nature is having her way with us. But the nice part about it is it's a really good excuse to hibernate. And I enjoy excuses to hibernate. So I get to paint with you. I had a call with my friend, a friend that I have in Germany. Got to speak to her today. And then I've got work to do on the computer tonight. And I'm going to do some laundry. So it's going to be a good day. Lots going to get accomplished. And again, good for a snowy day and a cold day to just stay inside and do one of my favorite things, which is ignore the rest of the world. I'm really excited to see lace stuff from Devin Dotting. That's going to be cool, eh? I think if I ever did something like this again, I would consider either spray varnish. So if you have the opportunity to do a spray varnish, I'd even consider dipping these in varnish and hoping for the best. But they could be a good one to base paint and then do a bunch of spray. Now that my building allowed me to do some spray painting stuff to make the stands in our workshop, I might have to ask for more assistance with that in the future. Or if I get that storage locker that I could work in, that would be nice too. All in good time, though. Thankful that I found the Dotting Community March of 2022. Oh, that's lovely. And you know what? Perfect day to be saying the things that we're thankful for, right? Doesn't even have to be my Thanksgiving to be able to take a day to appreciate that. So I appreciate that you're here, and I'm thankful that you're here, Cara. You are an important part of our community. You all are. You're why this community is as great as it is. So thank you to each and every one of you for all that you contribute to it and for the love that you bring to me and the other people in this community. This one doesn't look like I varnished the front of it. What the hell? That one's been varnished on the front. This one hasn't. Well, crap. All right. Well, that one I'm going to have to do another coat on then after. This one has been. And this one has been. All right. Well, good to know. Good thing I thought about it. Thankful to wake up every day. That's right. That's right. Some days it's hard to have that attitude because not every day is easy. And those are the days that I try to look for the other things that I'm really grateful for. Like I'm grateful that I have food in my fridge. I'm grateful that I, have a warm roof over my head. I'm grateful for Audrey. I'm grateful for my warm socks. I'm grateful for all of that. So for those that don't find it easy to wake up in the morning and be happy that you woke up, because I've been there too. I've had those days where I woke up, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm still here. All right. It's not always easy. So finding anything that you're grateful for can be difficult some days. That's when I stick with the super simple stuff. And the simple stuff is really a lot of the important stuff anyway, right? This one's your favorite? I'll have to play with these colors more and use them again. I'm glad you like it. Mom's doing okay. She's doing all right. She didn't sleep great last night, so I'm hoping that she's able to rest a bit this afternoon. But otherwise, she's doing all right. Things have been going okay. We went and we took a drive the other day and we stopped at this store. It's a country store on the way to where we were on our way to. They have a lot of wonderful baked goods. So we stopped there, and I like bran muffins, like just plain old bran muffins. Don't give me any walnuts, no nuts, no raisins. I don't want any of that crap. I just want a plain old bran muffin. And they make incredible bran muffins there. So I picked up a pack of those, and Mom's favorite thing from there is zucchini loaf. So we got her a couple zucchini loaves, and she's thoroughly enjoying them, which makes me happy because she doesn't always have an easy time with food. So the fact that she's enjoying it and there's no negative repercussions is very encouraging. Oops. Thanks for asking, Gabrielle. Yep, it's not always easy to come up with those things. That's when I go super simple. And even that's hard to do some days. But thank goodness again we've got this community to lean on too, right? All right, so I'm going to leave those to dry. I'm going to have to do the other side of the varnish later. So I'm going to put what's left back in here. I hate the cold. I absolutely hate it. There is nothing I hate more. I hate being cold. I hate being in the cold. I don't like the snow. I question on a regular basis, why do I live somewhere that is so fucking cold? But it's because of the other benefits of living in Canada. But let me tell you, the idea of living somewhere where it's sunny all the time and warm all the time, that's very appealing to me. Grateful for you too, Lorna. All right, so I'm just going to move this stuff around, and I'm going to get those ornaments in front of me here. And then we will pick some colors and start some new ornaments. In the hopes that I can have them ready in time for Sunday. And maybe make some extra money, which would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. All right. Barb. Hi, Barb. Okay, so we're going to use white, we're going to use silver, and we're going to use blue. So I need to find a blue or make a blue to use. Can use, let's grab a few different ones. We've got frost, white, and no, that's not silver. Nope, that one's no good. And silver. What other blues do we have? I've got, oh, that's another one of the same blues. All right, fine. I think those three will be good for nice icy looking ones, snowflakey kind of ones. What do you think? I think they'll do pretty good. What's new, Barb? Oh, I need to eat one of my Oreos. I'm hungry. That's yummy. I guess I was hungry. That's the worst part, eh, Lay? Is having to wait for it. Now, how long do you let yours dry out before you paint it? Do you leave it for a week? That's what I've seen is a standard, I suppose. Or was that why you were asking about, was it you that was asking about putting them in the oven to dry faster? Oh. So hard to be patient. So difficult. Nothing new, just spending time doing chores and relocating messes from one room to another. Ah, yes. I think we've all done that dance. It's not going to go where it's going to stay. It just needs to get out of my face and out of my line of view. Or be able to be in behind a closed door somewhere. Yep. I'm trying to proactively avoid some paint boogers. Let's see if I can be successful. Depends on which room you need to have uncluttered. Yeah. I know, the yucky paint bottle's gross, eh? I like picking the paint off, though. Not gonna lie. A week to air dry, but I put mine on the heater to dry faster. Now, in winter, usually 2 to 3 days. Oh, that's nice. That's not so bad. make such a mess with my paint bottles. All right, I think that's going to be good. All right, so let's get the palette ready. Let's get rid of this. Oh, it's this paint bottle. Yeah, I dump all of my paints in here and that I want to get rid of. And it's where I keep my, like when I'm pulling the crusty stuff off of the palettes and stuff, I put it in that bottle. And then I take it to the dump every once in a while. Because they have a whole section for where they take care of discarded paints and chemicals and stuff. So I'll often put them in that little bottle, and then and I show up at the dump with all these pop bottles full of discarded paint. It makes me feel a little nauseous too when it does fill up. I'm like, look at all that paint that's wasted. I've got to be able to do better than that somehow. At least slow it down a bit. I'm normally in a rush with new molds because I tend to keep... Yeah. So are you going to make a whole bunch of them today? Like do a bunch of pouring today so that you can have a whole bunch ready? Blue. Silver. And white. Okie dokie. So I'm going to try and do something with this design. So we're going to jump in and do something brand new. Why not? Why not? Made some chocolate candy yesterday. Tastes like Reese's peanut butter cups. Would have been cheaper to buy Reese's, but I use cute molds. That's fun. That sounds good. Maybe 3 bowls, a few paw stones, and 100 eggs. That's a good plan. Ugh. All right. Let's get myself situated here. Reese's are great. I love Reese's. I like the thin peanut butter cups. They're really yummy too. Yeah, icy. I remember icy squares. Would that be the same idea? I used to love icy squares. I almost bought some the other day. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We are going to start with our center. So our center is going to be white, just to have our center marked. Right. Metallic papers with, yeah, they were great. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yum. So better than Reese then. So I'm putting the center dot on just to be my placeholders. Again, so that I can dot around them. These dots will be coming off. Oops. After I get them all. Got to keep the windows open because it is so, we desperately need the fresh air. So I just alternate the window that's open. So while I'm in here today, I don't have the window in here open. I've got the living room window open a bit. So we're still getting some fresh air in here. It gets so stuffy with the windows closed. And I'm always worried about Miss Audrey. If it gets stuffy for me and I notice it, then her and her asthma are probably noticing it too. Excuse me. So it's worth it to have the fresh air. It's just this apartment because it's so dusty and stuffy with the windows closed. But one day, I will have Mom and I living in an apartment where we can do whatever the hell we want with the windows, and it won't be a dusty place like this. Someday. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Excuse me. What do I want to do with this one now? All right. Let's start with what? I lied. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. I'm gonna go grab one of the other ornaments. It's very similar, and we're just gonna copy it. One sec. All right, we might make a little, excuse me, a few modifications here and there, but let's start with this. We will do some swoops. What's wrong, Barb? Oh, I think I forgot to change to all comments. Hold on, I missed it. Yeah, Patty. Barb made sweets. We live in the wrong province because we're not close enough to go get some sweets from Barb. All right, so let's start with silver. Yeah. Candy. Did someone say candy? Better hurry, they go fast. Quick, book a flight. Let's go. Yep, there are flights within Canada. Not cheap, though. Not cheap. I don't know why the potato vid comment keeps getting missed. Is the wrench editing? I don't know either. I don't know why that keeps getting missed. Try again. So unusual using silver. I never use silver. So I'm guessing I will probably go fairly light on the silver and use it just for some accent sparkle. I did all of my inventory up for my market, and I've got about almost, if I sold out of everything and none of the discounts were applied for like purchasing multiples. So like for these ornaments, for example, I'm doing like you buy 2 for so much and 3 for so much and 4 for so much, and the price keeps going down. But if I sold out and everything was at its maximum price, it would be almost $4,000. So that would be kind of cool. Feels good. But it would be really nice to get some more ornaments there. No domestic flights in the Netherlands, too small. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's because they're so big here. Lauren and I bumping into each other outside the live. Oh, Lauren, it's good to have you back. Sorry you got lost. Son just got word he passed his linesman ticket test. Amazing. 5 years of apprenticeship. He's so deserving, worked so hard. Oh, that's amazing. Congrats to him, Patty. That's huge. That is huge. So much hard work. You and Cara are dancing. Patty, I'm going to let you explain it to Lay, though, because I know what it is, but not enough to explain it, if that makes sense. taking care of the hydro lines, putting new poles and other stuff. Kind of scary because he works high. High volume of electricity. A lot of work. Thank you for explaining, Patty. I was going to be like, it has something to do with wires and electricity. But I knew I wasn't going to. So is he going to continue to work for a company, or is he going to have his own business? What do you think, Patty? It's a smart trade to go in for. Lots of job security, good money. I think we've talked about it before. In high school, the way that it was always presented to the students was the quote-unquote smart kids go to university, and the kids who can't go to university go to college and get a trade. Which I think is absolutely, it's horrible messaging. Horrible messaging. Because, number one, you have to be incredibly intelligent to do the trades. And there's job security, there's financial security, if I knew then what I know now, I would not have gone to university. I would have gone to college and gotten a trade. For sure. Oh, that's a huge paint booger. I think I can fix it though. Okay, well the swoop can stay then. Yeah, that's how it's messaged to you guys too, Lay. It's absolutely atrocious, right? That's the way that it's thought of. A lot of freedom and stability comes from the trades. He'll always work for companies as he knows how important it is to work for a company that offers a good pension. Yes. Working for Toronto Hydro, but hoping to get in with Kingston. Oh, that would be nice to be closer to home. Hi, Eva. That's why I never actually considered becoming a hairdresser or a nail stylist, because it would be below my level. Right? Which is crazy. Crazy. I think how successful you're at whatever you do, whether it's university or a trade or whatever, that has more to do with the person than it does to do with the job itself, right? And I've never understood why, in 1 minute you'll hear complaints on the news that there's not enough tradespeople and to take over for all the people that are going to be hiring, and then at the same moment you're like, well, that's because you keep telling people that if they go and do that, then they're of lesser value for somehow, and that's just bananas to me. Yes, how are you and your daughter doing, Eva? If my future would have been based on sports, I'd never be happy or successful. No, me neither. Too much chalk there. There we go. Hopefully there hasn't been any more drama, Eva. Still dizzy. Have an appointment at the hospital next month. Oh, I hope you're able to get something, get some attention to get you taken care of. That's so scary. Now, there's some kind of booger in this swoop. Got it. Yeah, have you keyed the neighbor's car yet, Eva? Oh, that's got to be so tough not being able to drive. I hope they're able to help you. That feels like a long time to wait. But at least we're almost at the end of November now, so it's getting closer for you, Eva. Hopefully the rest of the time between now and that appointment goes by nice and fast for you. Are you able to work? All right. Yelled at 2-year-old for pointing at his car? Who yells at a 2-year-old? Ugh. Blah. Blah. I'm so sorry you even have to be aware of his existence. Just doesn't seem right. This is a lot of ornaments all over the table that I'm going to end up sticking my hand in some paint for sure. Oops. Yeah, no work, no pay. That's got to be really, really hard. Were you able to charge him? This is me talking in our cultural setup and legal setup here, right? I don't know enough about yours to know what that looks like, but I'd be afraid to go outside my door. Tina's back. Hey, Tina. And stuffed. Oh, I hope it was good. And good to have you back. I'm a freelancer, so I don't get unemployment. Yeah. 3 different pies. What kind did you have? Yeah, you can't afford to be sick when you can't do that, right? When you don't have that to fall back on. I feel the same way. Oop. Making mashed potatoes and gravy. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Debbie. It was good to see ya. Mashed potatoes sounds amazing. And I've never had pumpkin pie. The canned pumpkin doesn't exist here. No way. Pumpkin, peach, and blueberry. That's one hell of a spread. That's so interestingly. I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie myself. I'm not a big fan of pies, period. Not something we've ever really had a lot in the house. Lemon meringue is my favorite. Love lemon meringue pie. I could do quite well without the custard, though. You just give me the pie crust and the lemon. Filed a report with the police, but it's 50-50 chance something will happen. Not enough people. Oh, I'm so sorry, Eva. That sucks. Loved blueberries when I was in university. I loved the blueberry muffins in the cafeteria. Yeah, blueberry muffins are great too. Oh, thanks, Patty. Patty posted the recipe for peanut butter cups in the general chat. That's amazing. Yeah, any neighbors with video proof? Apple pie. Yeah, apple pie and ice cream is fantastic. Vanilla ice cream's good. Have you ever tried it with butterscotch ripple ice cream, Cara? I know not everybody likes butterscotch, so it might not be. I used to do butterscotch ripple on apple pie. Not a butterscotch fan. I get that. Apple pie is great with ice cream, though, isn't it? It's perfect. Yes, with sound only. You hear Sarah asking the woman why she's making pictures of our front door. So weird. I'm so sorry you have to deal with any of that. Again, you're dealing with somebody who yells at a 2-year-old for crying out loud. Like, how do you have a rational conversation with somebody who will just go off on a 2-year-old for pointing? It's ridiculous. Always making apple pie with mixed nuts and apricot jam. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it sounds good. Making me hungry. I'm going to need to eat another Oreo here soon. I'm still a little concerned that the white and the silver are not going to be different enough. So hopefully when I get a bunch more stuff painted, we'll be able to make sure that it's different enough from the silver. All right. What is going to be next? Am I going to do the same thing as before? Yes. Oh, there's a hair. There we go. All right. So now all right, so we're going to go back to the white. That sound is me dipping my tool into the palette. Oh no. Excuse me. There's a hair there. All right. No, you can't. He also Went off on my neighbor because his dog wanted to go to her small dog. What? Lay. Yeah, good. Get her to file a report too, for sure. Hi, Ingrid. I'm doing 15 of these ones, Eva. I've got about 50 done already, and I'm hoping this extra 15 I'm hoping I'll be able to get them done in time for Sunday. I think I will be able to. I mean, we're only halfway through the live. I've gotten a lot done already, and then I've got the TikTok live tomorrow night, so I'm hoping that I can finish these off tomorrow night, and then hopefully then they'll have some time to dry and varnish and sign them on Saturday and take them with me to the market on Sunday. Excuse me. Time for another Oreo. So this market that I'm doing, they really have their shit together. They sent out an email. The market is from 3 until 8. They have a strict rule that if you show up less than an hour, so if the market starts at 3, the last possible check-in time to arrive and start setting up is 2 o'clock. You show up at 10 after 2, sorry, you're out. You don't get to come in and set up. And then they want everybody completely set up by half an hour before the doors open at 3. And they do like a vendor meeting to just talk about, I don't know what. But it sounds incredibly organized, and they've got people that have booths almost every single weekend. So I'm hopeful that means it'll be nice and busy. Yeah, I've got a market coming up this Sunday. Having sugared licorice, can't stop. Oh, that sounds good. Got a bunch of ornaments that were supposed to be dish shaped, but they are round. So oh no. Oh, that sucks. It sucks when you're expecting one thing and get something else. I have all the confidence in the world for you, Shell, though. You'll come up with something different. There is a set of patterns on my website, if it's not on my website, sorry, on Patreon, that you'll have free access to, Shell. So if you go into my patterns, you will find one. It's quite a ways back because there's a lot in there, but they're wraparound designs for the round bulb ornaments. Even just to take a look at them, see if they give you some ideas. Every time I eat an Oreo, I keep thinking I miss chocolate. I would like to go every weekend eventually. This is just kind of the experiment time for now to see how it is. And it's definitely something that I would consider for next year possibly too. It depends on how much I sell, right? Because I need to be able to afford the table fees, but it's definitely something that I'm thinking about potentially for next year to be able to, have some consistent sales before Christmas, which would be nice. It's a little bit more difficult because it's about a 45-minute drive to get there. Not the end of the world by any stretch, but my car isn't terribly reliable, so I tend to only do these when Kathy does, when my friend does them too, so we can go in together in her reliable vehicle. It works out to about $100 a day. So if you were to do, I think they do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it would be $300 for the whole weekend. But lots of prep goes into that too, right? To make sure you've got enough inventory and all of that stuff. When it's not stuff that you can make quickly, that makes it a little tougher to know how it would go. So I'm hoping that this Sunday is just a really good learning experience to give some direction and ideas for next year. But it would be nice if I could find a place that got me consistent sales, and that would be amazing. That's right, I was going to borrow your car. Yeah, have a look at them, Shell, and let me know if you have any questions. But remember that you can download those for free off of Patreon, okay? So they are there for you. For anybody who's not a member of Patreon, there are a couple different tiers. Now, I have written patterns on my website. You can always go there to get them. But if you are a member of my Patreon, whether a free member or a paid member, you will get those, be able to purchase those patterns, those PDF patterns at a significantly discounted rate because you're a Patreon member. And then the highest tier of my Patreon gets all of my written patterns included for free. So just know, if you're looking for written patterns, it's definitely worth your while to go and sign up for my Patreon, even as a free member, to save yourself a few bucks. Yeah, so for this one, we just have a 6-foot table, so it's quite small. It'll be enough space, but it's definitely going to be fairly small. And then, yeah, I don't think they have any booths there. There's just a 6-foot table space. So they supply the table, and then I have to supply my own tablecloth and my own chair. Which thankfully I have both of those, so that'll be easy enough to do. And I figure even if I don't take my chair, I'm going to have a tote that is going to be empty of ornaments. I can sit on the tote if I need to. So I'm not super worried. But it's a fairly small size. So I'm not taking a ton of stuff with me. I'm only taking ornaments and my mystery bags. So my mystery bags are going to be, I'm going to have $5 mystery packs for stickers, $10 mystery packs for a keychain, and a $15 mystery pack for ornaments. And then I'll have a bunch of these plastic ornaments, and then I'm going to have a bunch of glass ornaments there as well. Oh, awesome, Shell. Yeah, there's some pretty ones in there. There's some fun ones. I think I need to revisit some of those. Yeah, it takes up space in the car too, right? So that if I have to take a chair, then it's going to impact, again, what I can take with me, right? So we'll see what we can stuff in the car. I think it'll be good, Lorna. I think it'll be, I feel like I've got a fairly good plan, I think. Yeah, we might have to get a roof box. We very well might have to. We've thought of, there's one that we've been looking at doing maybe for next year, and it's another one downtown Toronto, but it's an outdoor market. So we would each need our own tent. We'd need a whole bunch of tables. We're like, well, we'll just rent a U-Haul for the weekend, I guess, and rent a truck, and off we go. But I've been working with my mechanic to help me feel more secure in the car, and for him to kind of reassure me that the car is going to be okay. So hopefully over the next little bit, we'll make sure that the car's in good working order so that I'll be able to drive myself too. Moroccan style with a sheet wrapped and some bands around it. I don't think that would work very well here. We'd need it to be weatherproof. But a car roof box is a really good idea. Keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace. There's bound to be someone selling one. Yeah, the box on the car roof would be good. Eva. Yeah. Good old dark humor. This is the tedious part of these ornaments. The rows and rows of walking dots I find the hardest to get through sometimes. Oh, stretch. Used to do Christmas markets made with my sewing stuff. That's cool. What kind of stuff did you make? I'm glad you made a lot. It was good money for that. That's awesome. Well-made, handmade sewn stuff is always so nice. I love I love buying stuff like that from, I like it better when it's somebody that made it instead of a store, right? That's why I like Kathy's stuff. She's a sewer too. Got a pillow? That's cool. Still didn't find out how to shut that stupid autocorrect. Yeah, I don't think that there's a switch to flip. Is there? Or is it in the settings of your phone, maybe? You got teamwork here, Ingrid. Don't worry. There's lots of help for autocorrect. Lays, and we're very used to it too. I promise you're not the only one that gets plagued by autocorrect issues. We know how to crack the code around here. So you're in a good spot. See, I'm already bored of the walking dots, and I still have 11 more to do. Your sister-in-law makes her own clothes, and she always looks so good. Makes sense because it's the perfect fit in the material. Yeah. Yeah, my mom was a big sewer. She made a whole bunch of dresses and made most of her clothes. She loved it. I wish I could do it. All kinds of stuff, but a lot of bags. Nice. Your grandmother was a seamstress for a living? No way. Have a new tablet? It'll take a while to break it in and get it set up the exact way you want it to be. Okay, I gotta sit up straight. I've stuck a pillow behind my back in the hopes that that'll help. However, it keeps sliding down behind my butt and pushing me off the chair. Oh, that's cool, Ingrid. I don't need a new hobby. I don't need a new hobby. That's right. Yeah, I agree. It is. Is it relaxing, Shell? I like getting new hobbies. I find that invigorating. However, it's the spending money on the new hobby supplies that is fun, but also impractical. Yeah, some crafts are definitely disappearing, and I think there's a lot that are coming back too. You know, I think we are seeing a nice swing towards people really wanting handmade, which is a good thing. Oh, you gave sewing classes too? That's cool. House is stuffed, yeah. No, you would need a whole other when we have Dotville, then we can have random craft buildings around as well. That's cool, Shell. Due to my osteoporosis, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, thank goodness for painting, eh? Crocheting and dot painting is it for you? Yeah. You'll know if and when the time is ever right for another hobby. You'll know, and it'll just happen, right? When we move into our new house, I'll have a craft room. Oh, that's going to be so exciting, Shell. I'm excited for you. The tablet's throwing in German words. That's okay. Let's learn. We can learn something new. Your hour's got to be almost up soon, Lay, for waiting for your molds. No, you've never met her. I met her name is Josie, and I met her when I was in New Zealand. We were on the same tour. We booked with the same tour group, and we became fast friends. And then she came to visit me. She spent 3 weeks here. She came and saw me for a week, and then she went to Montreal and Quebec City for a week, and then she came back and spent another week with me, and then headed back. She used to live in Australia, but now she's back in Germany. She's lovely, though. You'd love her. You would love her. I know how to count to 10 in German. That's all I remember. Oh, you lived there. That's cool. How long did you live there? Shall, I had to check if I could, but I can do that too. It's really cool that we stayed in touch. I agree. It's really nice. We were very, very, very fast friends, and we're joined at the hip for the tour and did lots of fun stuff together. I'm hoping that someday the opportunity will come for me to go to Germany myself someday. Because I'd like to go visit her. Would be nice to return the favor. I can, but I refrain because my girl does 4 languages. 4, wow. Lived in Germany for a little over a year with my dad when he was in the army. Wow, that's cool, Shell. The craziest thing in Egypt a few years ago at the bar was a girl named Letitia, but basically same as me, and she was ordering in Spanish. No way, that's so funny. You met your your doppelganger. That's cool. You hung out from there on? That's cool. Except the things that are dangerous, yeah. Or a soul friend, right? I think soulmates go so far past love relationships, right? There's soul friends too. Oh, that's nice too. I love solo traveling. I had a bunch of friends say to me when I was getting ready to go to New Zealand, they're like, oh, I wish I could come with you, maybe some other time. I'm like, I love you, but I don't wish that. I want to do this by myself. I like doing it by myself. It was the thing that really blew my mind about this tour that I was on. There was, how many of us? 8 or 9 of us, I think. Was there that many? Maybe it was only 6 or 7 of us. But there was only 2 people. 2 of the 6 was a married couple. But all the rest of us were solo female travelers. I remember sitting on our bus and just looking around going, look at all these badass women that I've gotten the chance to meet and travel with that are traveling on their own. And then I said that to Josie. I'm like, you guys are just such badass women doing all of this traveling on your own. And she's on your own. And she's like, well, that means you are too, because you're here on your own. So you're pretty badass yourself. I'm like, well, son of a bitch, I guess I am, eh? I mean, like they traveled. Josie went from she stayed in New Zealand. I was there for 3 weeks. She was there for 1 week. So we kind of continued on without her after a while. And then she went to Peru from there and climbed Machu Picchu and did all of that. She's been all over the place. It always blows me away. Coolest thing we did when I lived there was went to France and saw a live jousting tournament. Oh, that's cool, Shell. She was kind of crazy, though, but, Egypt beach, all-inclusive. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think that sometimes when you're traveling, and especially when you're traveling alone, you end up hanging out with people that you wouldn't normally hang out with. And it's not that you don't like them or anything, but they just live a very different lifestyle. And being able to experience that a little bit is something pretty special. Yeah, I don't want you to come. No, I'm good. I'm happy going alone. I want to go alone. I've always likened it to just being a very selfish person that I'm like, this is my experience and I want it to remain mine. So I will meet friends along the way. But they will also be mine too. I don't have to share them with anybody else. And there's something about that I really liked when I was traveling. Okay, we're almost 2/3 of the way done. We've got, including this one, we've got 6 more to do these walking dots on. Yay! You know, we get to move on to more walking dots. Yay! But at least they're bigger. Oops, not enough paint. I had people inviting me to dinner there all the time as well. Like, no thanks, I'm here to avoid obligations. Yeah, exactly. I'm not here to make a bunch of plans. I just want to do what I want when I want. I liked having my own routine. I went to Cuba one year by myself, and it was an all-inclusive, same kind of idea. There's that freedom of the all-inclusive, right? And I had the same routine every single day, and I freaking loved it. I loved Cuba. Cuba was wonderful. But I liked having my own routine. Like, I would wake up quite early, and I would spend all my time on the beach, listening to music, reading my book. I could have a nap when I wanted to, have dinner when I wanted to. It's so different here compared to over in Europe, and everything is so much closer together there, right? So many different places you can see without without having to travel for 2 days to get there. Yeah, all-inclusives are amazing, eh? Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you for sending pictures. I'm excited. I've been eyeing those paw stones too. They're so cute. Your daughter and husband went to Cuba and loved it. It was a beautiful place. It was just gorgeous. And the people were so incredibly kind and just wonderful. I loved it. I'm glad they liked it too, Lorna. That's good. Eating Thanksgiving dinner, Cara? Wonderful. Enjoy. I'm going to live vicariously through you because I'm still hungry. I'd absolutely love the bowl, maybe more, even more than the Oh, really? Oh, that's saying something. That's the other thing that I missed because I only ever did the 3 of them, and I am dying to get more of them made. 5-star girl all the way. I want to be served. There you go. The hard part is that that's relative depending on where you're going, right? Like when I went to Cuba, you could do a 3.5-star, and it was absolutely spectacular. But it also depends on what you want for food. That's usually where it differed in the Caribbean, I found anyway. But I just needed somewhere that had a barbecue and a buffet. I didn't need anything super fancy because I'm such a picky eater. So like 4 and 5-star menus are lost on me. I just want an omelet bar and a barbecue for lunch and a pasta bar for dinner, please. Remember there was a guy that was driving around on his ATV on the beach in Cuba, and he pulled like a little trailer behind him, and the trailer was full of pineapples, fresh pineapples. And for $5, he would cut the top off of the pineapple and core it, and he would cut it in the spirals, and then he'd hand you the spirals of pineapple on a stick, and then in the pineapple that was left over, he would make you a margarita. So you'd have pineapple juice. He had his a big jug of margarita mix, throw in some rum in there, and then and for $5 you'd be walking around with this huge pineapple full of alcohol and a huge stick full of freshly cored and cut up pineapple. And I can't eat pineapple unless I'm in the Caribbean now because it tastes so different. So different. I would share, but everyone got their own Thanksgiving dinner. Well, thank you for the thought anyway, though, Cara. Jamie, when you can visit Leigh and me at the same time, wouldn't that be so nice? That's the other big benefit, right? Is that I'm like, I could go to Germany. I know people in Germany. Go see Josie, go see Ingrid, go see Eva, hop on over and see Leigh. I would love to live in the Netherlands. Never been, but I know that it would be a great spot to be. I could move and do that anywhere. Bowl is still sort of functional, but big. And the center's marked. Nice. So what would you use? I guess you'd have to use resin in order to make it something that would be food safe, right? But you could use any other kind of sealer to make it just durable, like for trinkets and stuff. Would it make like a nice centerpiece on a table? It sounds like it would be fun as shit to paint. Yeah, I've got to get my ass in gear so I can get back to pouring and play with fun stuff again. All right, we've got 2 more to do for this part of the design. And I need a stretch. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Right? Doesn't that sound yummy, Lorna? It sounds so good. Hasn't happened in a while. I have a big dog now. Right? Turkey was awesome, but Greece was awful. Yeah, it's a real crapshoot. You never know. Not terrible here, except for Eva's neighbors, right? Lay sent me some direction for the autocorrect. Oh, good, Ingrid. That's wonderful. You're so helpful, Lay. Yeah, thinking of trinket bowl, glasses, jewelry. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, packaged candy, then you wouldn't have to worry about it being food safe. That's a good idea. Took me a minute, but I got there. That's what I thought at first, too. I'm like, you ate turkey today, Eva? Oh, she means the place. Yeah, in my personal opinion, you've never had pineapple until you've had it from the Caribbean. So good. Yeah, especially on Thanksgiving, you're right. Last one. I feel like I'm going to have to just stretch in between every ornament right now. Whew. Okay. I figure the best way to solve back pain in my chair is to get a second electric blanket so that I'm sitting on the warm and sitting under the warm. And probably need to get a better chair. I found a cool one on Temu that I want to get that has an extra foot spot so you can sit cross-legged on it. That's going to be good. No way. So nice and close to Lay. Everybody's so close to Lay. No, you can't say that here. Lay. There you go. Make a list of what to bring. Yeah, mandatory stand-up breaks help. I found a place the other day that has adjustable tables, like the stand-up tables, and they've got them for $100. And while I love the size of my table here, it was definitely an intriguing idea of like, oh, so for $100, I could get myself an adjustable table so I can sit and stand whenever I want to. It's the only drawback of the 3-hour lives is that I'm sitting for 3 hours, right? I figure I need to start doing like some yoga or some Tai Chi or something to keep my body moving because I don't move around as much as I should. All right, so let's take a quick look. Here we go, 15 that all look like this so far. So now we are going to now we're going to do some swoops. Yep, now we're going to do some swoops. All right, so I'm going to bring you back down here and let me roll back. Not close to lay. Yeah, sitting on the warmth would be great, eh, Lorna? That would be so comfortable. My butt would sweat. Hey, if my butt sweats, but I'm not, but there's no pain, easy trade-off. The iCarly random dancing alarm. What is that? Trying to send a package to my sister in the U.S. You won't believe how many rules they have now. Yep, it's a lot. It's very difficult. You liked your standing table? Well, Ingrid had said before that she's 2 hours from Lay, and then, yeah, Eva is 2 hours from Lay. Us, it would take us a couple days. I wish we were nice and close, though. I wish we were all nice and close. That'd be so nice. Getting ideas. I'm not knocked out over the silver. Meh. We'll see how I like it by the time this is done. Otherwise, I'll remove the silver and I'll go in there with either the blue or the white and redo those swoops. It'll be easy enough to change that. I'm going to try a couple different things with this one, see if I can make it a little more snowflakey. So I've got a couple ideas rolling around in my head. From a kid's show? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that. So I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Isn't close to you. Yeah, no. Definitely not close to Lay. My son loved iCarly. Yeah, Netherlands is tiny. Oops. Oh, 25-minute drive. That's close. Stretch. Oh, okay, that's better. Yeah, I don't like the silver. I think I'm just going to use white and blue, and eventually, as I get closer to being done this, I will remove the silver. I might put like a couple little top dots here and there, but I think I'm going to stick with the white and the blue. I think. I'm just thinking that every time I'm thinking I need to add in a different color, I just want it to be white or blue. And I don't really want to add in the silver. So maybe I'll just use the silver for some top dot details here and there. I might just leave them the way they are, and just not add too much more silver. But we'll see. I feel like it doesn't really go if that's the only place it is. However, could feel completely different about it by the time I get done, so will not make those decisions today, right now. Okay, now we can stretch again. We here in the Netherlands have a skewed view on what's close or not, seeing as one side to the other is only 3 hours. It's so funny because, yeah, I notice that people who don't do the kind of commuting that we do around here, like, there's plenty of people that drive for 2.5 hours in each direction to commute to work every day, which is bananas. It's a normal day to get in your car and have to drive an hour just to get somewhere. On the border, I still think it's far. Wow. So different, eh? So interesting. My work is farther than 30 minutes. Wow. Half the time it takes me 30 minutes to get from one end of my city to the next. Or just the congestion too. Okay, so think I'm going to be lazy and leave the silver now that I think that I don't like it too much. But I think I will. I will just make a note of my preference for the next set that I do, in the interest of getting them done. Hi, Kim. How you doing? Let me just scroll back. I know I'm behind. 45-minute drive to get to work every day, right? And it's normal for us, isn't it, Shal? Like, it's just, yeah, it's only 45 minutes away. It's fine. Have to imagine that our roads are full and busy and no country roads, just full and blocked on highways. Yeah, that's pretty much here, too. Even when it rains, yeah. Yeah, at least we have some side roads. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Kim. Yeah, and if you don't have many lanes, that's true. Our highway, that's the one that we travel on, at its widest, the closer you get into Toronto, it's a, what is it? It's a 18-lane highway. Sometimes even more. And it still comes to a dead stop while you're driving on it. I feel like it must be even more than 18 lanes in some spots. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Kim. It's good to see ya. Yeah, driving in Toronto is not for the faint of heart. And I think that's why the city roads are always so busy, because then you've got all of this traffic pouring into the cities from the highway, and they're certainly not built to deal with that kind of volume, right? For most of the highway, our main highway here, it's a 6-lane. But often jumps up and goes up and down between 6 and 8 lanes. And then, yeah, when you get into Toronto, it's bananas. I remember people used to try and make me freak out and warn me about the 405 in Los Angeles. And everyone was like, did you do okay on the 405? I'm like, you have never seen the highway in Toronto before, have you? You fly up to Toronto now, drive on the 401 and tell me if you think the 405 is scary. Ours is 4 lanes, and in the morning it isn't bad. I get off at 4 p.m., so I miss all the evening traffic. Oh, that's nice. That's perfect. Yeah, crazy, eh, Eva? Yeah, just not a fan of driving, Lay. I love driving. I just don't like other people. Good, thank you for asking. She is curled up in the living room having a snooze. And then this afternoon, evening, her and I are going to curl up under a blanket. I got work to do on a computer, so she'll be happy to curl up with me and have a chill, quiet evening with me, hopefully. How's Miss Emily? I make my husband drive in cities like Amsterdam, yeah. Nice to have someone else that can do that for you, though, too, right? Because everyone's comfortable with different things. I learned to drive on the highway around here, so it's normal for me. But yeah, I've discussed going to the UK with Dad before, and Dad was like, sure, I'll drive. And I'm like, you absolutely will not drive there. I'm like, you will absolutely not drive there on the other side of the road. Yeah, it sounds scary. That freaks me out, driving on the other side of the road. She's taking a nap. Very nice. She must be happy to have you home, eh? How's vacation? Were you able to get all of your baking done for today? Okay, so I'm now going to... I need some more white paint out. Oh, excellent. Good for you. And good and well until you ride on the roundabout in an opposite direction. Yeah. Yeah, that would be freaky. It'd be terrifying. Okay, so I need a different tool here. We're going to go with 1.5. Yes. Perfect. Mm-hmm. How are we doing? Everyone doing all right? Vacation time's been great. I'm so glad. Yeah, me too. Me too, Eva. Mm. All right. So I'm doing this a little bit different than the other one. I used it as the guide to start, but I've got a couple ideas on how to make it a little more snowflakey, like I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to try and do things a little bit differently. So after these dots, I'm going to start in with some swoops. See how they look. But I'm really, really pleased because I am very optimistic that I'll be able to get that these 15 will get done before Sunday, which is very exciting. We're doing our last workshop session for this month's project on Saturday. And then next month, I'm going to put up a post to let everybody know as well. But next month, it has been, for anybody who doesn't know already, next month we're going to work on a bunch of smaller designs. We're going to work on some more ornament designs. We're going to work on some more keychain designs. We're going to take a break from the super intense symmetry designs. And we'll come back to those in January. So if you want to join us for any of the workshops, definitely check out Patreon, my Patreon. Mandela Love Affair on there too. And don't forget that I do exclusive lives over on Patreon for Patreon members, whether you are a free or a paid member. We are currently working on one of Cindy's sculpted panels, one of the sculpted panels from the Rain Gallery. So I'm now trying to make sure that I do projects there that you can't see anywhere else, just to make sure that it is exclusive to Patreon. So if you want to take part in those lives, definitely head over to Patreon and join the free tier. The other tiers have explanations there about what we do and what kind of benefits you get from each membership tier. So if you have any questions after giving those a peek too, just let me know. But we do a lot of fun stuff over there on Patreon, and it's nice to have the chats. It's like my version of my Facebook page, since I don't have, a Facebook group anymore. All right. Oh. So tired and ready to be done with this day. I have to be back at work at 3 a.m. Oh my God. Off at 3 p.m. And since it's Black Friday, I have to be back here at 3 a.m. Oh, yuck, Shell. A lot of people didn't start it. It's all good. Oh, yeah. When you're dealing with IT, if you're going to be having that kind of busyness, yeah, you're going to need to make sure that that's going well. Hundreds of stores that'll be open at 4 a.m. Oh, my God. Oh, that's going to be tough. Well, I'm glad you're getting off at 3 p.m. today. At least you've got a good 12 hours. I hope you're able to get some rest along the way. That's a lot, Shell. I would have such a hard time going to bed early enough to be able to get up at 3 a.m. with a proper night's sleep. What's your normal shift, Shell? Hopefully there won't be too many fires to put out. Hopefully it'll be a nice smooth day. Ah, shit. All right. So I think that by the time our session is done today, I will be able to get the swoops done on all 15 of these ornaments that are the next step. So that come tomorrow night on TikTok, should be able to get them finished. That'd be so exciting. Do you want to give you guys a brief heads up too, is that at some point, probably in the new year, I'm going to be switching from TikTok over here to YouTube. So TikTok lives will be no longer. Yeah. Black Friday is originated in the US, and then everybody else had to try it. Yeah, it's crap. And the deals are nowhere what they used to be. At least not up here. You don't hear about the, hey, get a 30-inch TV for $100 kind of deals like they used to be. I'll be in bed by 7 so I can get up at 2. Oh, 7 to 4. That's a better shift, eh? All right, Lay, if you do another pour, it's not going to, how long is it going to take you to do the pour? Like, would you be able to have it poured in the next 30 minutes before we're off the live? And then let it sit for the next hour? You got this. Yeah, I would not be able to do that. There you go. Everyone's sending that. Yeah, that's going to be tough, Shell. Is it just for the one day and then you'll be able to kind of go back to normal? Like, do you have the weekend off or do you have to go in on the weekend at all? All right, here we go. Time for swoops. All right, we're getting there. Yeah, you got this, Lay. Get another one done, and then you won't have to do another one until you absolutely feel like it. How many do you have to do, and what are you pouring? Move you over there. Oops. Thankfully, it's only Black Friday. I'm off on the weekend, but I start my chemo this weekend, so I'm going to work at home on Monday. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to be able to be at home for that. You doing okay? You need a pep talk and some extra love, Shell. You just let us know, okay? Husband has a gift. I say, good, and he doesn't hear anymore. No matter what time it is. Here's the wind again. That was a terrible swoop. Much better. Ooh. Wow. I have so much love and support here. I'm very thankful for you guys. Thankfully, we're only doing an 8-week course of chemo, then reevaluate. Good. Well, we're here to help any way we can, okay? Was I whispering? Didn't even notice. Oops. And I just pulled off a couple of these walking dots. Whoopsie. Nope, wrong tool. This one. Oops. A little bit of a sharp corner on that swoop before. I think next year I'm going to have to try some brush stroke ornaments. stuck my hand in paint, but nothing bad happened. Hooray. Whew. This feels faster when I'm doing the two directions at once. Ooh, another stretch. There's no way in hell I'm getting all of these swoops done in the next 15 minutes, but that's fine. Using Quikrete, but it's so heavy. Yeah, gypsum is good. Yeah, with the fragile parts, they'll break so easy, right? So do it the other way around. There you go. This is when I have to remind myself to take my time, because if I rush, that's when I get the swoops that I'm not a super fan of. And I find I get impatient when I'm painting so many. I just want to zip through them. But then I get mad when my swoops don't look the way that I want. But it's my own fault. Okay. I must have slept weird last night because I'm feeling it today. It's not because I've done any heavy labor or anything, that's for sure. Hey, when it gets to that point in your life where you're like, are you in pain? Yes. Did you do like really hard work? No, I just breathed wrong, slept wrong, moved wrong. Lorna, that's okay. I'm quiet too while I'm doing this, so never a need to worry. Happy to keep you company while you're doing dishes. I need to get more paint out. Oops, huge paint booger there. Good thing I saw it. I need more paint. Well done, Lay. Good stuff. You will thank yourself later for having done that. I do that a lot now. I talk to future me and I thank past me. So when I'm getting ready to do something like, is future me going to be happy that I did this now? And if the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is future me doesn't give a shit. But sometimes future me would be like, yeah, that'd be great if you could do it now. And then when I get to a point later in my day where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I did that then instead of now, instead of having to do it now, I just kind of go, thanks, past me. I feel like I'm actually working for myself instead of and doing something good. It's hard when it's stuff that we want to do and we're the only one impacted, positively or negatively, if we do it. I find it much easier to do stuff when someone else needs me to do it. Sometimes you need those extra little pushes, right? And I'm happy that we were able to do that for you. Husband does so much for me. I was trying to help him out by doing some dishes. That's nice of you, Lorna. It's hard when you have limitations and you can't do as much as you used to or want to or think you should be doing. It's really tough. So it was really nice of you to do that. It's extra hard to do something when you're sitting on somewhere comfy. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. We've got about 5 minutes left before I'm going to sign off. But thank you so much for coming and spending time with me today, especially those of you in the U.S. who are celebrating Thanksgiving today. Thank you for taking time out of your holiday to come and hang out with me. I'm in the process of making up my schedule for the month of December, so I'll be putting that out soon. And it's going to be a little bit different of a schedule, but I'm going to be trying to schedule in some stuff on Christmas Eve and on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, I'm going to do an extra long one. I'm going to do like the 7 to 9 and then 10 to 12. So we'll do some extra together on New Year's Eve for sure. Until I'm bored and run out of places to hide them. 3 trinket bowls, maybe 3 stones or more, and as many eggs as possible. That's a good idea. I'm glad, Cara. I'm glad you're here. I think that would be good, eh, for New Year's Eve? I think so too, Cara. The only thing that I'm doing different this year than what I've done in the past is I don't think I'll be going live on Christmas Day. But we'll do Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve for sure. And if you are around tomorrow evening, come and hang out with me on TikTok from 7 until 10 Eastern. And we'll keep working on these ornaments until they are done. And once these ones are done, then they're all done. For now. But I am excited to be done ornaments for a little while. Got other shit I want to do, man. I've got all kinds of other project ideas in the back of my head that I'm just dying to play with. So we'll be getting there. Till there's plenty of space under the couch. Seriously, in my style, using a deep red and emerald green, making a royal Christmas egg. Yeah, that's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see that. Please, please, please post pictures for us. And I will go have a look at the Instagram message that you sent me to see how it looks. Yeah, it would look like little Fabergé eggs. I think that'd be gorgeous. I want to get back to doing some coning. I think that would be fun. I might break down and use some bliss drops on this one because I think I've got enough wasteland that I could use for like my top dots and stuff, and at least those would be sparkly because this silver just isn't doing it for me. I mean, again, I'm not going to do anything about it, but maybe I switch and do some wasteland top dots and top swoops and stuff, and that'll help a little bit. Maybe. So thank you, everyone, for coming and spending 3 hours with me today. I look forward to spending 3 hours with you again very, very soon. And remember, if you're not already a member on Patreon, go and check that out. It'll get you discounts on written patterns. I do exclusive lives over there, so you'll have access to those as well. And there's free and paid memberships over there. If you are brand new to dot mandalas and you want to learn how to paint dot mandalas, I have a tutorials playlist here on my YouTube channel that has all of the basics that you could ever need for learning how to paint dot mandalas. The only thing that I can't offer you here is the perspective of multiple artists so that you can get all kinds of different ideas. But for the techniques, I think I've got you covered. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to finish these swoops here, and then I'll just catch up on the comments and say goodbye for today. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Everybody, please kiss your fur babies for me. And I will pass the love on to Miss Audrey from you guys as well. Thank you for loving on her so much. And just keep creating, keep taking care of yourselves. And again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the U.S. All right, here we go. Here is our stash of 15 more ornaments. Making some progress. Love it. Thanks, guys. I love you to bits. Bye, Patty. Have a great day, Kim. You too, Cara. A bowl full of eggs. There you go. Thank you, Tina. Lots of love to you. Big hugs. Yeah, I think they will sell great too, Eva? Bye, Patty. Bye, Eva. Bye, Lay. Bye, Kim. Bye, Lorna. Good night. Love you too. Thank you, Cara. Take care, you guys. I love you to bits. And I will see you soon. I'm glad you were here, Lorna. You take care of yourself, okay? We'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, Shell. Mwah. Good luck tomorrow, Shell. You got this. Run on pure adrenaline. See you later.